My name is Dwight Cobbs. I am originally from Indianapolis, Indiana, born and raised on the west side, Hallville area. We grew up poor, struggling, most of my upbringing. And my mother and father worked and later on divorced. And my mother did the best she could to, raise three sons. We got out of control to the extent of, being street kids.
Mm-hmm.
Running the streets, learning all the wrong things. And I wound up getting involved in, selling drugs and just living that life and finding incarceration part of my young life for a long time. For 16 years, as a matter of fact. Not directly dealing with drugs, but guns and, all the things that come along with that kind of lifestyle.
Is that why you're here?
Yeah, that's exactly why I'm here. And I'm here on top of that fact because, the people of RecycleForce care enough about, the formerly incarcerated to help us in all the ways that they can after incarceration to re-enter society and be successful. First off, by giving us some employment to be able to, find our way in another way rather than the ways that we know of as far as, being in the streets and selling drugs and, living that life. So I'm thankful to them and appreciative, so much that I don't even have words for it.
I saw you're on Dock 1.
Yes.
So can you tell us about what you do at Dock 1?
Dock 1 is where the public mainly can come and drop off electronic products to be recycled. Anything from a television, computer, a fan, refrigerator, whatever they may have. If you can put a battery in it or plug it up, we'll take it.
There's an old saying, you have to have a job to get a job.
Absolutely.
And so you've had this job, and now you're getting another one. Could you tell us about the new job?
Fortunately and thankfully again, through Keys to Work, who are closely associated in relation to helping out those formerly incarcerated and others, it's a temporary job service program. And through them, again, they helped to get me hired at another job, Deco Coating, where we paint and protect steel products to be maybe used to build high-rise buildings, water tanks. I actually got hired on, so I'll be starting that job Monday.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, well done. Probably to wrap up, but I wanted to ask you if you had a message for our viewers here.
Absolutely. I would like to say at least a little something about that. I would hope you all would give some attention to the issues that the formerly incarcerated face relative to having relationships with their children after being locked up. And as a matter of fact, while they're incarcerated, a lot of us, like myself, I have a 7-year-old son, that when I got locked up on this charge or this case, to have this incarcerated experience, she was 6 months pregnant. And through my incarceration, I saw my son one time after 4 years maybe, and didn't see him again until I got out 3 years later. And I'm in a work release program now and don't see him nearly at all. And through the courts is where I'm going to have to go to have my child visitation rights dealt with and maybe, allowed to have, but other than that, we have issues with child support, that we come home to starting at zero, where we're already, in arrearage for maybe 15, 20, 30,000, maybe more, hundreds of dollars, and expected to, pay that money some way or another, which a lot of times sends us back to how we know to get some money if we don't have a job, which we don't a lot of times coming home from prison, to selling drugs, maybe to provide for ourselves and, to pay the child support bill for our children, which in turn at some point is going to send us back to prison and again away from our children and families. So we're just asking for some help in those areas so that we can, stay free and stay in the lives of our children and be better fathers and better men and better members of society.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks for your time.
You're welcome.
Take care.